Hello, this is Brent Lowe. I'm coming to you with the next edition of the Lowdown. If you remember, about a month and a half ago, we started talking about the Leader in Me initiative that we've got going on district-wide. One of the main components, of course, is the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is based on the Covey's research. But the part that I want to really talk about today is another key component, and that is the goal setting, and even more than that, the scoreboards. I'm coming to you from Daltrey Elementary School, which is our highest performing elementary school this past year on our CCRPI, and actually has a single score, and this is a Brent Lowe single score. Now, this is not the governor's office because they haven't made it official, but a single score of 87.4, which is the highest we've ever had here in the school district. And that was based on last year's numbers. Well, what I wanted to talk about today, though, is how the school here, the teachers here at Daltrey have really taken it upon themselves to kind of fast track the Leader in Me initiative. The rest of the school district will probably be this is going to be mandated next year, but we're kind of introducing it this year. But what we have here at Daltrey is the teachers at each grade level. They wanted to go ahead and start, and you kind of be a pilot. Kind of be a pilot, but they wanted to get ahead of the game. So what we've got here is we're in the 4th grade wing of Daltrey, and we're showing you their widely important goals, or WIGs, as it's called in the Leader in Me world. And this is just an example of how they are tracking their unit test in all of their units. Each grade level, each content area has a common formative assessment and common summative assessments. At the end of each unit, they take a common summative assessment. This is how they're tracking how Daltrey students are doing. Every elementary school in Butts County are taking the same common summative assessments at the end of each unit. And so we've got, these are our math units, and then we've got our ELA or reading units at Daltrey Elementary School. And this is how the 4th grade is tracking how they're doing. Now, each grade level, K through 8, and even some of the high school classes take Northwest Education Agency's MAP test. We take a fall, a winter, and a spring. And this is how the 4th grade is tracking their MAP data. They have, once again, another scoreboard. It's showing how many students are in each level based on our color code that corresponds to MAP data. Now, the reason for this, the reason that these scoreboards are important is because if you remember, I talked about each kid will be able to say, I'm currently here, my goal is here, and the way to get here is this. Well, this is a visual representation. And we're going to go see one more before I kind of break that down a little bit. But the point of having these scoreboards is that it is a visual representation that everybody that walks down this hall can see, and it keeps it in the forefront. So go with me. We're going to go see one more, and then we will finish up the lowdown there. All right, as I've moved down the hall at Daltrey, originally we were in the 4th grade wing, so some of our upper elementary school, but now we're at the 1st grade wing, and this is the same. If you remember the MAP scoreboard that we just looked at, this is the way that 1st grade is demonstrating movement. So the scoreboard doesn't have to look the same everywhere, but we're just finding a way to visually represent how our students are doing and what they need to do to move to the next level. So we should be able to choose any child that's on this chart and say, okay, what level are you? Where do you want to go? So and I'm not going to call a actual student's name, but if my child, if Maggie Lowe was here and she needed to get to here, she would know the steps that would take her there. And that's our whole goal in this Leader in Me initiative. We've got the scorecards, we've got the 7 habits, and we've got goal setting by schools, by teachers, and by students. We feel like that this is going to be a major needle mover when it comes to student achievement. And really, really proud of Daltrey for jumping on board. And like I said, this was not a mandate. This was the teachers took it upon themselves in each grade level to do a fabulous job of documenting and creating these scoreboards. And so we're really proud of what's going on here. I doubt I'm going to do another lowdown before Christmas gets here. So I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope everyone has a safe and a restful holiday season, and look forward to seeing you back here in January. Thank you.